What is going on? My name is Nick. Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to grow your channel, make videos, and all types of other YouTube related stuff, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. Okay, if you're a YouTuber, you need to watch this entire video. Now, this list is my personal list of must-have apps. These are the things that help me run my channel and help me get things done. So if you have something that you want to add, definitely make sure that you leave it in the comments down below. Now, everything that is on this list is for a different task in the process. I'm talking editing videos, making thumbnails, managing content, and so on. So let's start with number one, planning content. For planning and organizing content, I use Monday, which is something new to me that I'm obsessed with right now, and I use Evernote. Both of them are amazing because they give you like a checklist or they give you like progression as you go through different parts of the process when it comes to making videos. When it comes to making videos, it's important that you stay organized. It's important that you keep all of this stuff in order because if you don't, as things start to swell and as you get more busy and more busy and more busy with your channel, things get more difficult to manage. So the Monday app and the Evernote app can help you keep things in order. Number two is an app for video editing. If you want to make videos on the go, KineMaster is going to be the solution for you. You can add multiple tracks, you can add music, you can add graphics, all types of really cool stuff. Think of KineMaster as the mobile version of professional editing software. The third item on this list, or items I should say, are all about making thumbnails because as you know, as a content creator, making thumbnails is part of the job. Great solutions for making thumbnails on your phone are Canva, Pixel Lab, Pixelmator. PixArt is something that is relatively new to me, but it is also a fantastic way to make thumbnails on your phone. Now, these apps are not Photoshop, of course, but they are a solution that's gonna help you make awesome thumbnails that can stand out here on YouTube because it's extremely important these days that you have amazing thumbnails. My brother D actually made an entire video on how to make thumbnails on your phone. I'll put a link to that right up here at the top of the screen. I'll also put a link to that video down in the description below because you definitely need to go watch that video when you're finished with this one because you need to see the rest of these apps. The next apps on this list are for community building. So if you are growing a channel here on YouTube and you have a lot of people that keep coming in and watching your videos and that are really digging your stuff, what you can do is you can actually create a community inside of one of these apps to where people can talk when your videos are not being published. The first on this list is Discord. It's awesome. We have a Nimminati Discord you can join for free down in the description below. The second one is Slack, and the third is Telegram. All of these are fantastic. I recommend that you give them all a try. But I recommend that if you are a Discord user, of course, that you join the Nimminati Discord. Again, a link to that down below. Next up on this list, if you are on your phone and you're wanting to live stream and you're wanting to have amazing live stream, stuff that looks professional, just like you're doing it on a desktop, you need to be using the Streamlabs mobile app. It allows you to put chat on the screen, subscriber alerts, donation alerts, all that stuff that you see people doing on a desktop, you can do it on your phone. Next up, position this in to the actual. I'm gonna show you the 5 easy steps to how to live stream on
There's no such thing as a perfect writer. This is why I use Grammarly to check my work.
If I'm putting commas in the wrong...
What's up guys, welcome to another video from the Gaming Careers YouTube channel. My name's Pete and today we're going to be talking about how you can add stream labels into your OBS Studio Stream. So stream labels are text files which basically allow you to display things like your top donator of the day or the week or even of all time, or things like sub trains or follower trains. Any of those kind of elements that you want to include into your stream, that's what we're going to be covering today. Now, if anybody's been following the Gaming Careers channel for a little while, you might think this sounds quite similar to the last video that we did, which was on alerts. But the difference between alerts and labels are, alerts are real-time events that sort of flash up on your stream and disappear within 10 seconds or something, so it's getting a new subscriber or a donation. Whereas labels, these are more long-term events, something that might appear on your stream consistently, like What's up guys, it's Pete here again for the Gaming Careers YouTube channel, and today we've got a guide on how to add follower alerts, donation alerts and subscriber alerts into OBS Studio for your Twitch or your YouTube gaming streams. The website or service that we're going to be using today is called Streamlabs. Now, it used to be called Twitch Alerts, so if you've ever heard of people saying that they use Twitch Alerts to be able to notify of new followers and things like that, it's the same company, they've rebranded and it's now called Streamlabs. But it's basically the #1 tool in terms of the amount of users using it. I think they state on their website that the top 25,000 streamers on Twitch and on YouTube, 80% of them are using Streamlabs software to be able to notify their viewers of new followers or donations or subscribers. So it's a really, really popular tool, and it's very likely that your favourite streamers are using it as well. What it actually allows you to do is to completely customise the look and feel of these alerts. So basically, when somebody subscribes or starts following your stream, the Streamlabs software can notify OBS in a way of this new follower, and then the notification can appear on stream for the rest of your viewers, and you can completely customize how this alert appears. So you can have a custom image, custom sound, custom text, any way you really want to let your viewers know that you've got a new follower or a new subscriber or a new donation. You can customize that with Streamlabs. Now, the final thing to mention before we jump into the software is that this video will be fairly long because I want to cover it in detail and really explain all the options so that you can make the best decision for your stream. But I will have timestamps down in the description below, so if you want to skip ahead to a certain section, be sure to open up the description and click ahead to the certain parts of the video that you want to see. And also, if you're new here, the Gaming Careers YouTube channel, we have loads of videos like this helping you set up your stream and basically grow your gaming passion into a profession. So if you're new here, please do consider subscribing. But let's jump into the software. So the first thing that we want to do is to head straight over to the Streamlabs website, which is streamlabs.com, and we can connect our Twitch TV or our YouTube gaming account. So when you get to the website, click Launch Streamlabs, and next we'll be choosing which platform we want to connect. So for this video I'm going to be using Twitch, but the process is exactly the same for YouTube gaming. Now log in with your Twitch credentials, and if it's the first time that you've connected Streamlabs to Twitch, you'll also probably get a window asking for you to authorize Streamlabs to access some minor details of your Twitch account. Click authorize if you're happy to allow this kind of permission, and we will get taken to the Streamlabs dashboard. Now, as you can see, there are absolutely loads of features that Streamlabs offers, and to prevent this video from being 2 or 3 hours long, I'll be splitting the main features into separate videos. So for this video, we're going to be covering the alerts, so follower alerts, subscriber alerts and donation alerts. The other kind of features, things like donation goals, chat boxes and stream labels, we'll be covering those in future videos. So to start adding and customizing our alerts, we want to click the alert box option down the left hand side. Next, let's scroll down to where we see the alert settings, and you can see we have separate tabs for follows, subscriptions, donations, hosts and bits. We'll start with follows, so let's prevent this video from being 2 or 3 hours long. I'll be splitting the main features into separate videos. So for this video, we're going to be covering the alerts. So follower alerts, subscriber alerts, and donation alerts. The other kind of features, things like donation goals, chat boxes, and stream labels, we'll be covering those in future videos. So to start adding and customizing our alerts, we want to click the alert box option down the left-hand side. Next, let's scroll down to where we see the alert settings, and you can see we have separate tabs for follows, subscriptions, donations, hosts and bits. We'll start with follows, so let's click that. Now the first option is whether or not you want to enable showing an alert on your stream when a viewer clicks to follow you. For new and smaller streamers, enabling follow alerts encourages viewers to follow your stream, and they also notify you that someone has enjoyed what they've been watching. When you get a new follower, please do interact with them. Say hello, ask them a question. You really want to be building a community with all of your followers, and if somebody's taken the time to click follow on your Twitch page, then you know that they've enjoyed what they've been watching, and you need to start an interaction, a friendship with them almost. So you might be asking, why would you ever want to disable follow alerts? Well, if you're a big streamer who gets new followers every single minute that they're streaming, then having an alert pop up on stream can be really quite distracting, both for you and for your viewers, since it happens so often. So if you're a big streamer, you might consider disabling this option. Since most of our community here at the Gaming Careers YouTube channel are learning to grow their channels, I'm going to leave these enabled and move on. The next option is the layout that you want for your follower alert. The three options here are text below the image, text on top of the image, or text to the right of the image. You're not forced to have an image in your alert, so if you don't want one, we'll cover that later, but I think it really helps with the viewer's engagement to have a funny GIF or something like that appearing when you get a new follower. Next, we have alert animation, and this lets you customize how your alerts show and hide when they trigger. So you can see here there are lots of different options for fading in, zooming in, bouncing or sliding in, and also the exact same options for when the alert has finished. I'd recommend just setting anything you like the look of for now, because later we'll come back and play around with these once we have a preview set up within OBS so you can actually see what these look like. Now the next option is a fairly important one to understand, and it's called message templates. This is the actual message that will show on stream when somebody follows you. This squirrely bracket with name in the middle, that's a token, effectively just a understand, and it's called finished. I'd recommend you're not forced to have an image in your alert, so if you don't want one, we'll cover that later, but I think it really helps with the viewer's engagement to have a funny GIF or something like that appearing when you get a new follower. Next, we have alert animation, and this lets you customize how your alerts show and hide when they trigger. So you can see here there are lots of different options for fading in, zooming in, bouncing or sliding in, and also the exact same options for when the alert has finished. I'd recommend just setting anything you like the look of for now, because later we'll come back and play around with these once we have a preview set up within OBS so you can actually see what these look like. Now the next option is a fairly important one to understand, and it's called message templates. This is the actual message that will show on stream when somebody follows you. This squirrely bracket with name in the middle, that's a token, effectively just a placeholder, which will get replaced by the username of the person that's followed you. So if their name was, let's say, Gaming Careers, it would display Gaming Careers is now following. You can change this text to whatever you like, just make sure you leave in the squirrely brackets around the word name where you want Streamlabs to replace name with the username. I'm going to leave mine at the default because I think that looks fairly good. Next we can set up the text animation, and there is some sample text to the right just showing you how the animation looks. There's some pretty fun ones in here, so choose something that you like the look of. For me, I'm going to choose Tada. Next we get to choose an image and sound that play every time an alert is triggered. Streamlabs has a really decent sized selection of stock images and GIFs, as well as sounds that you can choose from. Or you can upload your own by dragging it. Today it's called Alert. So this is the number. Number of seconds delay for displaying the text after your image and your audio show. So if you want to wait a few seconds for the animation to finish before the text shows, you can set that up here. Next, let's expand the font settings section. In the font box, we can enter the name of the Google font we wish to use for our alert. So you can see a full list of these fonts if you go to google.com/fonts, and you're also given a list of the top 5 most commonly used fonts. Font size is just the size of the font in pixels, and font weight is how thick or bold the font appears, so feel free to play around with these settings to get something that really matches what you want. Now, text color and text highlight color are the two colors that are used on the text in the alert. So as you might have guessed, text color is the color of the base text, so that would be the is now following, and text highlight color is the color of the highlight text, which is the name of the follower. So you can enter the hex value if you know it, or you can click and search for a color of your choice. Finally, if you're quite comfortable with the platform, you can add a variation to this. This alert if you want to randomize the message. messages or images or sounds. But for our example, we're done here, so we can click Save Settings. Now what we have done is we have set up the followers alert in Streamlabs. You can now set up similar or completely different alerts for when a user subscribes, donates, hosts, or gives you bits. Since we've already covered the follower alerts in a fair amount of detail, and some of the other tabs have similar settings, we're just going to skip ahead to the settings which are different. Subscriptions, for people that aren't aware, are for people that are partnered with Twitch. It allows viewers to subscribe to you, getting some sub-only perks for $5, and then you and Twitch will split that $5. If you aren't yet partnered with Twitch, I understand it's probably something that you want to get in the future, but you might as well leave this disabled, as viewers won't be able to subscribe to you anyway. If you are lucky enough to be partnered with Twitch, you'll see that the initial settings can be set up however you like, very similarly to the follower alert that we just covered. The only real differences are these two boxes down here: resub message settings and resub message text to speech. So the resub message setting allows you to show the viewer's resub message as part of their alert. This also includes Twitch emotes. If you are going to enable this, I'd advise increasing the alert duration past 8 seconds, just so that you have time to properly read the message and your viewers do too. Now resub message text to speech, that will have a voice of your choice read out the viewer's resub message. If you're going to enable this, then I would really recommend turning the spam security to low or medium, just to prevent the comment spam of somebody commenting, you know, VVVVVVV. You don't want that being read out by text to speech all the time. The final thing that I would recommend doing in the subscriber alert is adding a resub variation, so that the message is slightly different for people that are resubscribing to you every month. To do this, we'll select Add a Variation. Name it resub and change the variation condition to month subscribed to is at least, and change the value to 2. Then you can play around with your resub alert as much as you'd like. The only thing I'll mention is in the message template, you can use the keyword months surrounded by squirrely brackets, and that will be replaced by the number of months that the viewer has resubbed for. Make sure when you're done you click Save Settings. The last feature that we're going to be setting up in Streamlabs is the donation alert. So this is for whenever a user clicks on your link and donates to you through PayPal or some other services. Now before we go into customizing what the alert will look like, we first need to edit our donation settings. Let's add a donation method. So for me, I'm going to go with PayPal. Now before we go into customizing what the alert will look like, we first need to edit our donation setting. Let's add a donation method. So for me, I'm going to go with PayPal and enter my PayPal email. Next, let's choose a currency. This is just the preferred currency format that you wish to see in your alerts and around. Around the Streamlabs dashboard. So for me, I'm going to go with PayPal and enter my PayPal email. Next, let's choose a currency. This is just the preferred currency format that you wish to see in your alerts and around the Streamlabs dashboard. The donation page currency is just the currency you want your donation page to show. I'd recommend leaving this on detect automatically, which will automatically pick the currency that best suits the donator's geographical location. Next, the minimum amount is the minimum amount you want your users to be able to donate, and the suggested amount is just the placeholder amount on your donation page. So this is a suggested amount for the donator. They can obviously change it. I'll leave mine at the defaults with a minimum of $1 and a suggestion of $5. The preferred lingo option just allows you to choose between using the word donations or tips, so just choose whichever you think is more natural for you. And next you should be given a link to your donation page. So this might not work until you've finished and click save, but it's effectively, this will be the page URL that you want to send your viewers to if they want to donate. So it's worth linking it in your Twitch profile somehow. Allow Pro Viewers, this is an option that allows viewers to donate some money to Streamlabs as well as donating to you. It'll give them a few more options in their donation message as an incentive, and it helps support Streamlabs and keep it running. There's absolutely no pressure to leave this enabled at all, so disable it if you want to, but if you are enjoying using Streamlabs and you found the service helpful, then it's a nice way to show your support. The button colour allows you to change the colour of the donate button on your donation page, and donation memo is a place to write a brief message that will be shown on your donation page, so saying your words of thanks for the person. Person that's donating. Banner override, this allows you to set a URL path to an image for a donation banner. But if you just leave this blank, it automatically defaults to pulling your Twitch TV channel banner anyway, so I'm just going to leave it blank. Finally, profanity filter, this allows you to set a specific filter to prevent swear words from being included in people's donation messages. They can even automatically be replaced with happy words, although this doesn't obviously always read perfectly. You can also add custom bad words into a box below, so if you find people donating and they've found a loophole in the bad words filter and they keep donating using a certain phrase that you don't want appearing on your stream all the time, then you can add the custom words in this box below. When you're happy, click Save Settings, and then we can go back to the alert box and across to the Donations tab. So most of these settings you've seen before and you should know how to customize, so I won't bother going through them, but some of the new settings worth mentioning are the minimum donation amount to alert and the minimum donation amount to read with text-to-speech. So here you can set the minimum donation amounts required for the donation to be shown as an alert, and also the minimum amount for the donation to be read as text-to-speech. So this is useful if you're getting spammed with lots of small donations just to abuse the text-to-speech bot. In the message template, you can use the amount word surrounded by squirrely brackets to show the amount donated in your message. As with the other tabs, you can also add custom variations for certain donation amounts if you'd like to, but that will do it for me, so I'll click Save Settings, and now we'll look at getting these messages into OBS Studio. Now if we go back to the top of the alert box page, you'll see a number of checkboxes and a lock to show the widget URL. To start, make sure that all the checkboxes that you want alerts for are checked, and then click the Show Widget URL link. This gives you a unique URL that we'll be using in OBS Studio, so copy the link and then let's open up OBS Studio. So in OBS, let's select a source that we want to add our alerts into, and then click the plus icon in Sources and select to add a browser source. I'd recommend naming it something that you're going to remember, so for me, I'm going to put Streamlabs Alerts. And in the new window that pops up, you want to be pasting the URL into the URL box. You can change the width and height if you wish to, but this can be changed later by dragging it around. And you can also set the FPS. I'd recommend setting it to the same FPS that open up OBS Studio. So in OBS, let's select a source that we want to add our alerts into, and then click the plus icon in Sources and select to add a browser source. I'd recommend naming it something that you're going to remember, so for me, I'm going to put Streamlabs Alerts. And in the new window that pops up, you want to be pasting the URL into the URL box. You can change the width and height if you wish to, but this can be changed later by dragging it around. And you can also set the FPS. I'd recommend setting it to the same FPS that you stream at to avoid any kind of flicker issues. And the CSS, that can be left at its default unless you really know what you're doing. You shouldn't need to enable either of the bottom check marks, so let's just press OK. Now you shouldn't see anything really at the moment other than a blank box with the red border around that you can drag, move around and resize. One thing to make sure you've done is to make sure that this is on top of all your other sources so that you'll get alerts on top of your game or on top of your webcam. I'm going to drag mine into the middle and sort of top area of my stream, and now it's time to test some of the alerts. So head back to the Streamlabs page and let's click Test Follower Alert. And then quickly Alt-Tab back into OBS so we can see our new follower alert showing up. I'm just going to reposition and resize mine a little bit, make it a bit more central and a little bit smaller, and then I'll test a subscriber alert. Now that we've got all of our alerts showing up in OBS, it's time to customize it properly. So go back to the Streamlabs website, go back to the settings that we were playing with before and have a play around. Change the animation, change the text type, change the sizes, change the colors, and just get something that you think is really unique and fun looking for your stream. Make sure that you're saving every setting that you change if you want to see it in the preview, and then test it again just by clicking that Test Follower Alert button. A final thing to mention is that when you actually are streaming, I find it useful to have the Streamlabs dashboard page open, possibly on a second monitor, because this will allow you to see all the alerts that are appearing on your stream without having to Alt-Tab, and then you can read messages from your followers or subscribers and also see the donation amounts. I hope you guys found this
clash. Nothing to help you but your team and your weapon. Fight! Just took the lead. 2 for 1. Gained the lead. A fire team that fights together stays together. You made that look easy, Warlock. They have the lead, but the match is over. Enemy can't kill if they're dead. Double down. A fire team that fights together stays together. opponents have built a lead. Destroy it! Only 5 minutes left. That shut them down.
YouTube is great for people that are just starting a new business or small business owners like myself, because we're all on a budget. Video can show people what it's made out of, how to put it on, how easy it is to use the potty cover. As you see that business is growing, you can always add to that at any time. We have doubled almost every year since we started. I think a lot of dogs are a lot happier right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel today, and we are back for another tutorial today. And this is my third tutorial made, as we have made originally one on YouTube, one on how to stream to Twitch, and one on YouTube. We're going to do in-depth on more of those in the future, but today's tutorial is going to be how to use Streamlabs to set up donation alert, fall alerts, and also have your events show up on screen as well as new subscribers. Now,